Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's DAYYY Media coming at you with another video, and you know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Vergil Ortiz. You know, he's coming off that big win, stoppage win over Michael McKinson, and, you know, he stopped it with a body shot, basically. I don't know to what extent the injury was. You know, he could have a broken rib, to be honest. The way he reacted, he didn't seem like he wanted to get up. You know, they eventually threw the towel in. Great decision by the corner. It's just Vergil Ortiz has that power, and it's something that could give any welterweight problems. If hit clean by Vergil Ortiz to the body, it could be problems for anybody. That's just how I feel. I feel like Vergil is the type of fighter. I always say it, when he smells blood, he's going to go in for the kill. You know, I'm just curious, you know, how he would do against a guy like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is arguably the #1 at pound for pound. I have him as the #2 right behind Errol Spence. But as far as that fight goes, I feel like stylistically that's a heck of a fight. Terence Crawford being, you know, so creative and able to adjust on the fly when it comes to, you know, actually being in the ring and being with a guy that maybe he's never fought before. I feel like he has that ability to adjust, as opposed to Vergil Ortiz, who kind of fights the same, you know, he said it himself, he doesn't really listen to his corner. That ability to absorb the instruction and actually put it into the fight is something easier said than done. I think that Terence Crawford does a better job at, you know, understanding instruction from his trainer Bomac. To use his short shots. Use his ability to be so laterally quick, and his ability to switch stances. You know, that's something that could give Vergil Ortiz a lot of trouble. I always say it, I want to see a Keith Thurman fight just for Vergil Ortiz before he gets in there with a guy like Bud, because, you know, he's dangerous. You saw what he did to Shawn Porter. That's not an easy guy to do that to. Shawn Porter is usually the guy that goes in there, puts the pace on other guys, and then, you know, wins his way to a unanimous decision, or sometimes even stops the guy. Terence Crawford, he made it look. He had his moments where he got caught too. So, but he did dominate that, 10th or 11th round, where he eventually stopped Shawn Porter and dropped him twice. You know, both of these guys get hit a decent amount. Neither of them have the best defense in the world, so it's going to be, you know, whoever's defense is slightly tightened up more than the other. I feel like that guy has the edge, because they both get hit. They both hit hard in different ways. I feel like Vergil Ortiz has more of that thump, and then Terence Crawford always has that. He has that snapping, stinging power. So it's a different kind of power, but I feel like if Vergil lands the shots at Terence Crawford's body and Terence Crawford eats it, that's going to be something that Vergil is going to kind of thinking in his mind, like, oh man, this guy took one of my best shots. So we'll see. I give the edge to Terence Crawford. I think that's a 60-40 fight right now, just because you know, Vergil gets hit a lot, and Terence Crawford, I feel like, is a more well-rounded fighter, and I feel like his ability to switch is going to give Vergil different looks and something to worry about. So that's just my opinion. I feel like Vergil could definitely change the course of the fight, especially because he's such a big puncher. So he could definitely sting Terence Crawford, but I think it's a 60-40 fight for Terence. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about that matchup. That would be a heck of a fight. I also think that fight would end in a stoppage, you know, either way. So for either fighter. So let me know in the comments who you have winning that fight, Vergil Ortiz or Terence Bud Crawford. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the constant support, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.